Your line.
Hi guys, welcome to I Love Los Gigantes. We're here today, as promised, at TJ's in the middle of Los Gigantes for a very, very special day. This is Paul, say hi.
How you doing, you alright?
I think there's just me and you, but you
I'll take that so you can see the lips moving.
The objective today is to make cocktails out of nothing, basically. So we're going to be here between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So if you're around, get yourself down and have a look through your cupboards and find all the odd pieces and bits and bobs of drinks that you've got, bring them down, and this genius...
We'll make something from them.
He's going to make something from them. So Paul's on his way through a cocktail at the moment, so let's take a look what he's doing.
Right, let's do this. I've actually just almost completed it, so let's finish it off.
So this is your first cocktail of that. What exactly are you making?
So this one here is a French martini.
French martini going on there.
Black raspberry liqueur, vanilla vodka, pineapple juice. It's one of the original first flavoured martinis. They're called martinis, they don't necessarily have martini in them. But they're called martinis for the style of the actual drink and the style of the glassware. We make sure it's beautiful and then we can send it out.
So what we're doing here today is it's our special day. People have been bringing stuff that's in their cupboard that they wouldn't necessarily use, stuff that's been there for ages and ages. And what Paul does, Paul is a professional mixologist, and his job basically is creating cocktails. So this one's a French martini, and that will be going to the table very shortly. As you can see, it's already starting to gather quite a crowd here at the moment, and we're going to take a look around this place in a little while, say hello to a few of the people and have a look. And we're getting waves from people already. Give us a wave, guys, give us a wave. Brilliant, lovely jubbly. I said it again, I promised I wouldn't say lovely jubbly, but I did. And the intricacy which Paul cuts the garnishes with is interesting in itself. They're all dressed and garnished to perfection. I mean, look at this.
Don't mess it up.
It's beyond the pale.
I'm gonna make a palm tree.
Oh, lovely. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Look at that. Now that's the way to present a cocktail, I think. Superb. Let's go and have a look around TJ's. At the moment it's quite light, but during the evening the lighting in this place and the ambience is fantastic. So, hi girls, how you doing?
Yeah. Hi.
Welcome to TJ's. You brought some bottles with you.
We did.
Can we have a look at the absolute junk that you've dug out?
I'll give you a drink.
From what's it? What's this one?
So that was a liqueur given to me from a friend from Galicia. So it's a coffee liqueur.
Plateau, and that one that looks like mud.
And this one is chocolate and cherries. Again, that's from Galicia.
Chocolate. And do you think he's going to be able to do something with this?
Well, I bloody hope so.
There's a good Johnny Walker's Black Label. I love this one, mate.
Swisky.
It's Swisky.
Swisky.
What is Swisky? It's crazy. And we've got another one here, which is balsams.
It looks like something medical.
I have no idea. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. I think he put it in his heart to make it
Icelandic.
go.
Brennivini. Do you know what I think that is? I think that's actually antifreeze.
I think it's meth.
Well, listen, if Paul can make something out of these, it's going to be. What are you expecting? Are you expecting wonders, marvels?
Well, just something nice and drinkable that we can maybe do again.
I think it's a great idea, this. I mean, at the moment, the village is really quite quiet. And to have an event like this going on is absolutely brilliant.
It's a bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun. Girls, I'll see you in a minute. Let's go and take a look. Let's go and take a look over here. Sat in the corner, three gorgeous ladies who have... you got your cocktails. What did you have?
Oh, this is actually my one.
Oh, is that your one? What was it?
Mai Tai.
Mai Tai. Is it good? Amazing. Fantastic. And you girls, what have you been drinking?
This is black mojito.
A black mojito? Fantastic.
And I had a dragon fruit cranberry and Oscar.
Was it good? Amazing. Did you bring any bottles with you? Oh, you brought this down?
Gandolini Bianca.
Gandolini Bianca. That sounds Italian. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go and see the ladies up here, because we've been doing loads of stuff down here, which is great. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are you? Give us a big old wave, girls. Lovely. Your glass is empty. Well, you're going to have to get that fixed, aren't you?
Yes.
What did you have in that glass?
Fashionista.
Fashionista. Was it good? Was it really good? Oh, we're very lucky, actually, because there's not many of the coastal towns that have got dedicated cocktail bars.
Not like this one,
You would recommend this place, wouldn't you?
Oh, that's what we're having.
Superb.
We're having porn star.
What have you got there?
I'm going to have a
You got a porn star.
Porn star.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything different, should I, really? Let's say hello to these ladies. Ladies, what have you had?
virgin.
You had a virgin? How wonderful. A virgin. Is that what they're called, virgins? There's not many of those in Los Gigantes, is there? No, a virgin mojito. And you've had a coffee. Oh, you had a Caparino before. Was it good? Beautiful, isn't it? Let's just say hello to these guys. Haven't seen these for a while. How are you, girls? What are you drinking? Water? A wine? Wine, excellent. And are you on the porn stars as well?
Twisted blackjack.
Twisted blackjack. Yeah. Oh, the sweets, the blackjack sweets.
Yeah.
What, did it taste like a blackjack? Oh, I must get myself one of those in a bit, I'll tell you. Girls, enjoy your day. We'll see you in a little while.
Eddie, I'll be seeing you tonight.
Yes, you will.
Oh, yeah. We're out with it tonight.
We're going to see what Paul's up to round here. This is obviously the extra bar that Paul has set up outside TJ's for this event. It is filling up nicely at the moment. Let's go and have a quick look at the inside of TJ's. If ever you're down in Los Cristianos, it's a wee bit noisy with the blenders going on at the moment, but there's absolutely fabulous seating area here where you can come and relax and chill if it's a little bit breezy outside. And the bar, well, the bar is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at this. Paul has done an absolutely brilliantly marvellous super job. And it's got all the paraphernalia that you would associate with a cocktail bar, the fridges, the chilled expensive stuff, the bottle, well, corks everywhere. He must have sold quite a few bottles to fill that. And also during the day, Paul does snacks and everything. So if you're around, come and join us at TJ's right here in the middle of Los Gigantes, and it is basically situated right next to the Tui Blue. Paul,
hello.
Are you ready to make a cocktail?
I'm going to start with Shelley's whiskey.
Okay then.
So let's go and grab that.
You go and grab it. So Paul's off to grab the bottles off the table. Well, we've got a black label.
Yeah, so the reason I'm choosing this first, initially Shelley just said, like, you know, Graham, he drinks this at home, but it's always just with Coca-Cola or over ice. And it's something really, really simple that you can do at home as well that really will change the flavour of it. And most of you can do this with a lot of spirits. So things like brandies and whiskies and things that you got sitting there, maybe a bit too punchy, a bit too hard for you in general, we'll soften it down and make it a good fireside drinker. Okay, so let's work on this one.
So let's take a look at what's going on with the whiskey. Of course, Johnny Walker Black Label, it's a standard shelf whiskey. It's probably a little bit better than a red label, I would think, for myself. And I think Paul's going to lower the music down. Fantastic. So here we go.
Right, so we've got a mixing glass, stirring glass. I'll take this down so you can see the lips moving. Mixing glass, stirring glass we've got here. This is all like most real old school classic cocktails. Can you hear me back there? Let me turn the music down.
Excellent.
Right, great, there we go. Most old school classic cocktails and things like that, they've been made in stirring glasses and mixing glasses. This is before the shakers came to be trendy and little things like that. So it comes back to the original story of the martini shaken, not stirred. I'll explain that story one day to you. Very, very simple. So what we'll do is we'll start with some whiskey. So we have Johnny Walker Black Label. Now in order to be consistent and make sure that this is the same every time, we just get a nice big mixing glass. We've got the whiskey. And we'll use 6 centilitres of this, okay? And this is a little 6 centilitre measure glass. 6 centilitres is about the general equivalent of most cocktails. Looks like a lot of whiskey, looks like it's going to be hard to drink. It's not. We've got Angostura bitters, which is an aromatic, easy for you to say, aromatic bitters that basically adds a little bit of punch and depth and flavour to it. It's almost like salt on your chips, if you can see the same way. We've also got sugar, just plain caster sugar. We'll put 1 teaspoon of sugar in there, a big teaspoon of sugar. That's all the ingredients you need. The rest of it is all about the preparation. So we'll pour that in over there. Most people who say, don't put ice on whiskey, don't put things in whiskey, you're killing it. Trust me, what you're going to do is expand the flavour and make it a completely different drink, just to actually get more of the flavours out of it that you miss when it's just straight up. So we use a stirring spoon here, and all we're going to do is stir it. I'm using it upside down because it turns easier. The pros will shoot me for that, but it's whatever works. So what you're trying to do at home, and it's also good to have a big mixing glass because it gives it a lot more room for everything to move in the glass. What you're trying to do at home is just keep it going. Sometimes you can add more ice. You're mixing, you're cooling, and you're gradually diluting it all. And a good rule for here, it's going to take some time to make, but what we're going to do is we're going to stir it down until the actual ice, the sugar looks like it's dissolved in totally, okay?
So just to recap, we've got Johnny Walker Black Label,
yes.
Angostura bitters, a tablespoon of sugar.
Teaspoon of sugar.
Teaspoon, not a tablespoon, teaspoon of sugar.
Go for tablespoon.
Sort of couldn't how sweet you want it, I suppose. And it's just poured over ice and chilled nicely.
And stirred down. So really, logically, there can't be any easier way to make a cocktail. The time is in the method, and that's what's going to take the time for it. Okay.
So you're relying on a little bit of this ice to melt and dilute the whiskey a little.
It's going to melt and dilute, but it's also going to help to mix in the sugar. Now you could use sugar syrup, which we have as well. I don't have it; it's over there to hand. Which is a liquid sugar, and you can use that in a lot of different cocktails as well. That's something that does help the mix a little. But this is the original style. And the original old fashioned was made with a bourbon, and it was first made for an old retired war general who didn't like the taste of straight bourbon and all the. See, it's already a lot smoother. I can't drink straight whiskey. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it as a drink. I just think it's too fiery. It's got too much of a burn to it.
I mean, for me, if you're going to have a whiskey, the only thing you should put in it is another whiskey.
Oh, there you go, yes.
That's what I think. You know, I mean, maybe 1 lump of ice. I don't know. This is looking good then.
Well, there was a story about the old company director, millionaire company director, who was so afraid of anything tainting his whiskey. Every time he got his glass while he was in his office, he'd pour some of his really expensive whiskey into it, spill it round and throw it on the carpet, and then pour his whiskey in, just in case there was something in the glass before he had his whiskey, yeah. So his cleaners loved him. Right, so you can see what's happened here. It's cleared right up. It's almost dissolved completely. So what we'll do is we'll put some fresh ice in, and the reason why we do that, this is going to go in over the liquid. It's going to keep it colder for longer, and if it keeps it colder, it won't melt, and then therefore you're going to have more whiskey and less dilution. So what looked like a little shot of whiskey is now turned into an almost full glass.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And listen, guys, while you're watching at home, remember these are recipes that you can try with stuff that you've got in your cupboard that you've not used. I mean, it doesn't have to be a black label. I mean, if you've got a cheap whiskey, you'll get a good semblance of what it should taste like. Obviously.
Let's see if this works. Eh? No, not much of a flame.
Obviously,
at night time it looks fantastic.
Obviously, the better your whiskey, the more sophisticated your drink's going to be.
Okay, what else I'll do now? I'll bring it over to Shelley. But have you got some little straws on the table? I'll bring some over for you. I have some on the front here.
Oh, this is great. So there's your first one. Bottle that was brought down from home. It was obviously Johnny Walker Black Label. And what would you call this now, Paul?
So this would be a black label, old fashioned. That's if you're going into a posh cocktail bar. This is you want to hope this is as good as what they've made for you. So what I'll do for you, and this is a good way to test drinks as well, because it's not for everyone. You need to try that, but also, girls, take a straw, and the way to do it, and I'll show you initially. You take a straw, put it all the way to the bottom of the drink, and then close the top, and I'll show you what happens. You've basically given yourself a little taster without touching anyone else's drinks or straws, okay? So when you dip in to try somebody else's drink, you can do that. So put the straw all the way into the bottom, then cover the top, then take it out, and then all the way in, cover the top.
Now keep your finger on.
Keep your finger on it, and let your finger off once you put it in your mouth, and then you can taste it.
Now take your finger off. Take your finger off.
I did.
Did you?
There you go.
All right.
That's lovely.
Is it?
All right.
It's really nice.
So there you go.
Can I be cheeky?
Yeah, that's
Great.
really
I'm
good.
gonna be cheeky.
It's simple.
Straight to the
Dip it in.
bottom, put
How
it in.
different is that to a straight whiskey?
It's really nice.
Oh, that is excellent. That
Nice,
is really
isn't
good. Well, there you go. There's your first one. Give me a round of applause, for goodness
Yeah,
sake.
sorry we're all timid.
Oh, brilliant. Superb. Look, everybody's having a taste of this one now. And like I say, Paul's here between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock doing this. Already, as you can see, there's a good gathering. Give us a wave gathering. Yeah, and the girls over the corner as well. And we got people in. Ciao for now. It's absolutely superb. So, we seem to have lost Paul, but if you get yourself down here to Los Gigantes, you can see what it's like. The music is absolutely superb. It's like really laid-back, lounge-type music, people waving at us all the time. And you can see exactly what TJ's is like. The ambience here is absolutely incredible. And you can find them, they're nestled between the main hotel in Los Gigantes and the La Caixa Bank. So there you go, there's our first cocktail. Let's just check in how we're getting on. How are we getting on with it?
It's really good.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it's
Would
really good.
Would you actually come in and order that?
Yeah, but I would actually do that at home, actually. It's
Well,
quite
well,
easy.
this is the idea. What Paul's trying to say to you is what you've got in your cupboard, don't throw it away, make use of it. And he's showing you how to do it at the moment. So this is, what did he call it?
An old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Whiskey old-fashioned.
It is. It looks lovely in the glass as well. Absolutely superb. So I think Paul's just about to start another one. We'll catch up with him in a second. A lot of people online. Yeah, Richard, you're quite right. It does look absolutely brilliant. And for all the people that come here to Los Gigantes, and I know there's a lot of you, I think you should come and see Paul. His skills with cocktails are, well, they're phenomenal. My favourite one is a cherry amaretto, which is a bit spectacular, to be honest, and also, if I may say, a little bit dangerous, especially if you have more than a few. It's really cool. You see, the thing is, Linda is not a great whiskey drinker, and you can dress it as much as you like, and it ain't gonna happen for Linda, but it is beautiful. So we're on to our second cocktail now. Paul, what are we doing?
Right, I'm going to make something simple, which is always good. I'm going to make a pineapple caipirinha. So we're looking for something kind of special. Caipirinha is a classic drink from Brazil.
Sarah Waghorn says as soon as she can, she'll be here.
Okay.
Which is good. So what's going in there? Is that limes?
So we've got limes, so we use 3/4 of a lime.
Yes, of course I will, Richard. Richard wants to take a look at the new area. So what we've got going in there? Limes, sugar.
And we have cachaça, which is a Brazilian sugarcane rum. So rum is made from sugarcane. It's not really a rum, but it's made in a similar style. But this is used more from the roughage of the sugarcane rather than the rum using, the good parts. So that's technically a caipirinha. If we mix this up and then mix it up with crushed ice, it would be a caipirinha like you'd see in Brazil. But what we're going to do is we're going to use some fresh orange pieces in here. Okay. We're going to put a couple of fresh orange pieces in here. And we're also going to put some fresh pineapple, okay? So we'll take the skin off because we don't want to be chewing on that. Okay. And I'm going to go and get one little special ingredient that I don't have here. 1 second.
It's on the run. As you can hear, there is a hive of activity, cocktails, coming out from behind the bar at an enormous rate. I have to say though, if you're looking for a top quality cocktail, it's absolutely not like pouring a pint. It's made with care, precision, so that it's the same every single time. So if you're coming into TJ's, you may have to wait a couple of 3 minutes to get your cocktail, but I guarantee it's absolutely worth it every time. Thank you, Laura. It is one of the best bars in the world. I can't say the best because I have my own bar. Oh, I'm sorry. Laura, we're giving you serious withdrawal symptoms here. What's the special ingredient there, Paul?
Jalapeno syrup. A little bit of spicy syrup.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we like that.
Spicy syrup.
Yeah.
Who'd have believed?
Amazing.
Who'd have believed?
One of them.
Thank you, one of them.
You're going to be hammered by the time you leave.
I know.
It's my birthday.
Oh, well.
It's a birthday Monday. And she'll cry if she wants to. Yes, cry if she wants
Here
to.
we are, you crazy kids.
So I'm going out tonight.
Right, so let's just recap. We've got pineapple,
Yeah.
orange, lime, Brazilian cane rum,
Cachaça, yeah.
cachaça,
Like a sugar cane.
and a little bit of spice from jalapeno syrup.
So what you're going to end up here is like a tropical, little edgy, earthy type cocktail. Certainly tropical, there's some tropical things in there. So we're a little bit out of shape, boys and girls, because we don't normally do the cocktails in here, so I'm having to walk in and out with everything separately, so I'm doing a little bit of extra mileage today.
Yeah, but it's good for your step counter,
Oh,
isn't it?
absolutely, yeah.
And you,
The Fitbit's loving it today.
so you're topping that up with crushed ice.
Crushed ice, yeah.
That will become the mix.
Yes, it will. Una copa para whisky, por favor, copa de caipirinha. As I was showing you before with the straws as well, if you want to try, then there we are.
Yeah.
Just something you want to try.
Sarah's just said she's not sure she'd be able to sing after being in here.
I was singing at a completely different level. You know, this is it.
Jimmy Flynn says he wish he was here now.
It didn't even show the sunshine. Oh, it's just hiding above the clouds today.
That is looking absolutely superb.
So yeah.
And I like the way you take care in the glasses that you select for a drink.
Well, listen, the glassware is important because, you know, it's got to be the right measures, it's got to be the right sort of movement in the glass. Some glasses need a little bit of life and a little bit of movement around them. I'll turn this round to show you a little bit of a...
Richard Hanrahan has just says, don't wear your heels down, Paul.
I know.
We need to see you over the
on
bar.
a raised platform here, so it's
Let's
all
take a look
working
at
well.
that.
You see how that works, so there you go.
That is absolutely
Okay.
gorgeous. And that's called what?
So I've got an orange and pineapple spicy caipirinha.
There you go. Orange and pineapple spicy caipirinha. And who's that for?
This is for the table over there in the corner, and Danny will bring it over to them now.
Oh, right.
I think I'm going to do something special for them as well in a minute. So what I'll do is, in fact, I'll take it over. We'll go and talk to them, and we'll see what we can get from them.
And then we'll show you the brand new seating area here at TJ's. So, here we go. The,
Okay.
I don't know what we call it. Is it tropical
I feel like a tropical caipirinha. we can call it
caipirinha?
that. Yeah, we've got it.
But I'm just going to leave that.
So there you go, tropical caipirinha.
Oh, let me try.
Ladies, try, please.
Oh, mine hasn't come yet. Very fresh.
Very fresh. Yeah. You would order that again?
Yeah.
And you're not going to share it with your friends?
I will.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Wow.
Okay, yeah.
It's spicy.
It's spicy as well, yeah, fantastic.
It's just like this thing got inside my straw and I was like...
There we go, it'll work up. So what we're going to do,
It's
this
amazing.
is grappa, which is quite a strong, quite a really sharp dry drink. I think a lot of people have tried it and go, woof, not for me. Let's go and try and make something crazy with this and see how we can get on with it, okay?
Just like me, huh?
Well, we like to think.
While you're preparing, I'm going to show people the new seating. This is the... Formerly, this was a garden area here at TJ's, but during lockdown, Paul has transformed it, into a brand new seating area. And people were saying, is it astroturfed? Yes, it is. It's completely astroturfed, and we have the comfortable seating, the settees, and when you're here, you'll probably see all these ladies here because 90% of them are alcoholics. which is great. So that's the brand new seating area, and as you can see, most of the seating here is now, well, it's just extremely comfortable seating. We have settees and comfortable chairs and lounges. It's superb. Now listen, don't forget, Paul's going to be here up until about 6 o'clock doing this. So there's about another hour and a quarter. So if you've got stuff lying around in your cupboards that you think, well, I don't know what to do with it, I have not got a clue, just get yourself down here. You got till 6 o'clock. We're going to be filming for about another 15 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our next destination. So here we go. I think Paul's just about ready to do our third cocktail. Made, and this one's using grappa, did you say?
Yes. So let's see if we can't make something insane.
An egg.
An egg.
Who would have believed it?
Grappa.
An egg, grappa. It's almost like a cookery class.
Oh, there's an egg.
Yeah, there's an egg.
I bet that's for you, Linda.
A red wine, a grappa, and an egg.
So this is for the ladies over here. So grappa is one of them things I think I was just explaining before. It's one of them liqueurs that people have always gone, oof, not really for me. They'll try it. It's really, really sharp. It's like an original grape. It's almost like a brandy with nothing. It's like straight out of the distilled, you know, like a brandy type thing. Anyway, it's very, very sharp, very dry, classically Italian. We're going to use some of this here. So again, 6 centilitres is the way to go with this. It's around the measure that we're looking at. Nice.
I was actually quite surprised when you look at a 6 centilitre glass like that, how it actually fills a presentation glass.
Absolutely. So this is the way we work it. So we separate and we put an egg white in. So we've got a raw egg white in there. We've got no yolk in there.
And what does the egg white do?
So what it's going to do, it's going to emulsify and mix it together. And don't be afraid, it doesn't taste like fried eggs. It's going to almost take like give it a little cake mix texture, where it's going to be like a little bit floury and, you know, a little bit smooth. So what we do is we'll put everything in there. That's all of the and the grappa. We let that start to cook and sizzle for a bit.
I'm going to say a quick hello to Fiona. It's nice to have you on board. Fiona Kelly's watching, which is great.
Hi Fiona. Okay, I haven't seen Fiona in a while. So here we go. Freshly squeezed lemon juice we have a lot of it, so we use it well. Here we go there. Let me just check that I've got the other ingredients that I require, which I have here.
So this is sugar.
So, sugar. So you've got lemon sugar. And for this I'm going to use orange bitters, just a little bit of an edge. Now what we do with this one differently to the others is we try and emulsify it. So you've got egg white and you've got all of the liqueurs in there. If you were just to shake it over ice, I think it would just become a bit watery. So what we do is we'll start like that and we shake it up, first of all, to mix it up.
I noticed that you don't use what we would think of as a traditional cocktail shaker with the lid and everything.
Yeah.
You have glasses within a cocktail shaker.
Well, this is if we're doing multiple cocktails as well. We can see we've got a black stripe on it, not for measure, just because we've got glasses that are very similar that can't take being hit like that without breaking. So these ones we keep them separate so we know which is which. Nobody gets hurt. So what you're going to do with lemon juice is going to cut through the burn of the alcohol. The sugar is going to pull back the lemon juice, and then it's going to expand on the flavours that you've got in there. So we've got a little bit of Angostura. It's going to be quite fresh. It's going to be quite beautiful. You like that? You like that? So what you've done is you've taken a liqueur or a spirit, which is really sharp and dry and not great drinkable as a drink. You can have it as a shot. Some people absolutely love it. This is generally something you'd put into coffee or have with coffee. And we've just created something here which is going to be it's going to be dry still, but it's not going to be crazy punchy dry. It's going to be a drinkable dry. There we go. You see I'm missing all of my equipment. This is like cooking out in a field. Okay?
That's,
And then what we'll do...
That is actually quite amazing, that is.
To dry it out a little bit more.
I'm going to watch this.
Just to slowly allow that to go in, and it should float somewhere beneath the foam and above the liquid. It may just bleed through like a little raspberry ripple ice cream.
That is fantastic. And then, of course, you're going to garnish it and dress it.
I'm going to garnish it. Let's look for something special here. So, we have a blood orange, freshly cut. We'll sit that on there. And then we'll find, used earlier on, we'll find a little strawberry. And we can lay these on top. Get a stick. And there we go.
And if you was to give this drink a name, what would you call it? I mean, it's made with...
idea.
Well, it's made with ingredients that you wouldn't normally stock, i.e. the grappa.
So yeah,
so this is a true original cocktail.
I would say it was an Italian wine sour. A New York sour is a similar one that would use. So you've got a gin New York sour as well, which is like a gin sour, which is very similar to this. Obviously, you've replaced the gin for grappa in this cocktail, and then a little bit of red wine on top. Eddie, would you care to try it, just to say that I'm not lying?
There you go.
Just try
I'll
it.
just give it
Go.
there. Actually, that is quite astounding.
Very, very light.
As a
not
dry,
heavy. As punchy drinks go, it's not one of them. So it's
and as it goes down, you can feel the fruit at the back of your throat.
Everything's there. Everything's
really
there.
good.
All the ingredients are there available. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll serve that over to table 5. We'll see how they like it.
Right, brilliant. Well, we've got about another 10 minutes before we leave TJ's today. So far it's been an absolutely astounding day. I'm really quite interested to see what Paul can make out of what Linda's brought down. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I mean, to say it's been there a while, I mean, I actually thought I saw Paul get a trowel to take the dust off the side of the bottle. What is it you've got there? Let me have a quick reminder. Riga, what's it got? Balsams. Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember when you used to get a cough and you used to get balsams? Yeah, it should be really. Yeah.
That worries me.
Let's have a look at the... Oh my God. You've bought a bottle down that's 5 years out of date.
The other one's better.
Oh no, I think 5 years out of date is well enough for me, to be honest. I tell you.
This isn't out of date.
This one actually.
Made.
This one.
If you knew somebody.
Can I borrow that for a second? This one actually is called.
I've got that one.
What's it called? Terranor or Terranor liquor.
Looks like a vermouth.
I have no idea what that is. No idea whatsoever.
Nobody does.
Oh, it's an aromatic wine. If he can do something with that, well, there you go. Oh, thank you, Julie. That's brilliant. Thanks, Linda. Julie says she's never wanted a TJ's cocktail more than she does now, which is brilliant.
That's the correct answer.
Linda says we've got a great show going on here.
Well, I hope it looks okay. We'll learn from this next time, and we can do it.
We will
do it again sometime soon. Yeah.
Brilliant. Listen, I've just been looking at what Linda's bought.
Okay.
Is there any chance you can do anything with a bottle of something that's 5 years out of date?
Yeah, there's lots we can do with it. Whether anyone wants to drink it afterwards, I don't know. If she's going to drink it, I'll make it.
Let's say, well, you've got to have a go. You bought it down. Let's have a look. And then this will be, yeah.
We don't even know what this is.
We haven't got a clue.
So Riga, let me say it's from Latvia. But yeah, product of Latvia. Spirit drink.
It's unopened.
It's never been opened. It's got a hologram on the top. That might be a warning more than anything. So it might be. This ticket shows that obviously that the crown shows because of its history. The crown shows that it's won medals. Either that or this is a memoriam to whoever drank it. We'll see, we'll see. Let's try something with this. Let's see where we go.
Oh, it's brilliant. So right, this...
Well, do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to try it first, so this is it. Because I need to know where I can go with it.
Could you just stand round Paul in the circle?
Yeah, somebody create a soft landing for me, will you?
In case the legs collapse underneath him. Right. Well,
it should have came out with the top.
Maybe it's old then.
What do you mean, maybe? Just to intrigue myself now, I'm going to actually open it just to see.
Kira's just said...
He's going to get shot by this, he's just going to fly out.
Paul, Kira's just says, well done both of you, pouring a gin in my cold living room is never going to be quite the same.
Bless.
And Kim's craving a twisty blackjack.
Yes, they've been very popular this week.
Yeah.
We had a couple of people come in and try them. Sorry,
they taste a bit like the old sweets, don't they?
Well, it's like the blackjack sweets, but it's one of them things that I don't put the full ingredients on the cocktail menu because it sounds really weird when you see what goes in it. But when the taste comes...
Right, stand by, here we go.
I'm not even sure. Not sure about this? Jesus, holy mother of God. Yeah.
Is that a bit? Can I have a smell? Can I have a smell?
Do you know what? It's yeah.
Well,
remember
actually,
what we did with the straw, so
yeah, okay.
But don't take a full mouthful of it. I may recommend. That's sharp. That.
I'm going to give it a go.
It's heavy.
Oh my God.
Well, here's the
actually,
thing.
It's got a bit of a licorice back taste to it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because we want to see. No, we want to see how different it can be because. There's no point in making it, and for everyone on the video seeing what colour is it going to be, we don't know.
Oh!
Do you know where we're at here? I think this is very much going to be like Underberg or something like that. Okay?
Underberg,
Jägermeister, all these sorts of things. So, what I want you to do, you're going to have to taste this a little bit first, and then I'll make something with it. Okay? So,
it looks like a Linctus.
Grab a straw.
It tastes like a Linctus.
It's basically...
It's not strong, it's like sticky.
I have never seen a drink that can actually melt glass before.
Oh, God.
Go on, go for it.
Hey, I did it. It's just strong. Right. So, we can agree that it's not drinkable. Let me
use my black one instead.
Let me do something with this as well. So we have Plateau Liqueur Cafe. This looks a bit more promising.
That looks nice.
This one here I'm not sure.
Well,
should we call that one off because firstly it's out of date?
well, it's 5 years. It's 5 years out of date. It's died a tongue. I think that one. If guys, if you ever see this on the shelves,
don't get it.
Don't buy it. Do not buy that one. Do you know what? I wouldn't even put that. Linda, I wouldn't even put it down the drains because the council will be complaining. But we have got this one, and Paul's kind of confident with this one. This is called Plateau. It's a coffee liqueur. I don't know where it's from. Galicia. Oh, which is nice. So
let me think then. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to make, because it's from Galicia, let's make it with another Spanish liqueur as well. Okay. And we'll make quite a famous cocktail with this and the Spanish liqueur and then see how we get on. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Richard says the bar is a credit to you, Paul. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
And Janet Mitchell says she's loving the video. Cocktails look superb.
Well, I'll have a look back at this later on. I'll be very embarrassed about some of it, but I'm sure I'll be very proud of the rest of it. And thank you very much for anyone who's actually trying to get involved in this now and obviously seeing what's going on. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go and grab some ingredients and we're going to make something here fabulous as well. And this is quite a famous cocktail that a lot of people have tried, I can guarantee. So what I'll do is I'll show you how we make it here and it'll kind of help you, kind of understand how the appearance is created from the method of using it. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll come back.
Brilliant. So this is the very first time Paul has done an afternoon like this. It has been amazingly successful, and if people show an interest in this, I'm sure it's not the last time that Paul will do this. It is, Louise, it is an absolutely superb cocktail bar. Don't forget, we're awfully sorry about technical problems this morning. The Multicoloured Talk Show will be on air tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and we will be talking about this day tomorrow as well. Lots of good subjects. We're just waiting for Paul to find the ingredients he needs for this. Just to remind you what we're working with, it is Plateau. It's a coffee liqueur. Oh, thank you, Cindy. It's a coffee liqueur from Galicia. Cindy says the prawn sandwiches here are the best she's ever had, because Paul and his staff, they do afternoon sandwiches, but they're not like your normal sandwich. They are a cut above the rest. They're absolutely superb. So here we go. Paul has returned with his ingredients and his glass.
And most of you already know what we're going to make here by the looks of this. Strainer. Okay, so we have the coffee liqueur, and we're going to use some 43 liqueur. Okay, so Monin is a great company as well. They make syrups. Most of you have seen these in Costa Coffee or Starbucks and places where they put the vanilla lattes. These are the syrups that they use. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put, so this is 6 parts, so we're going to put 2 parts of this liqueur, and we're going to put 4 of the 43. Put that in there. A little touch of caramel syrup. This is instead of sugar. Basically, you can put liquid sugar or powdered sugar in there if you like sugar in your coffee. If you don't like sugar in your coffee, then don't put it in. And then what we've got is a fresh espresso. You put this, alright. Fresh hot espresso.
So let's just recap. We've got the coffee liqueur, the caramel syrup, the liquor 43, ice, and a small espresso coffee.
Yes, exactly. So this is as much in the method of shaking that will create the final appearance of this fabulous. So what it's going to do, if you're using really good espresso, it's going to create a very nice.
Callum's just called it a naughty 43.
There we go, we'll go with that.
Yeah, great name.
We'll make sure there's no little ice crystals going into this drink.
Like an espresso martini.
Well, that's exactly what it is, but in a different way, okay?
Cindy Davis has just said, get the taxis ordered, because you'll never make it up the hill after this. That looks absolutely stunning, that does.
I'm going to try something on camera that I do quite regularly in the bar, and I manage it every single time, but I'm going to see if I can actually do it on camera, okay, boys and girls? Third time lucky. Last one. Okay, they don't get a straw.
Back to straw throwing school.
All them fish we've just done this in the. Is this live?
Live, we can't cut it out. I'm sorry. I bet if I had to go, it would go in. Still, there you go. But it does, look at that. That just looks absolutely.
So, I know it's not an espresso martini per se, but we'll put the classic espresso martini decoration.
Coffee beans.
Which is some fresh coffee beans. Sorry about the straw thing. Normally, it's just I'm on camera. So,
and that's made with a coffee liqueur, 43
so
caramel.
Coffee liqueur, you could use any type of coffee liqueur, but this one's a particularly good one.
So a Tia Maria would be fine to use.
Tia Maria's good. Kahlúa's better. Kahlúa's a much more depth to it, so that's the average one that people would use would be Kahlúa. 43 is a vanilla and herb liqueur from Spain, and you've got a caramel syrup, which is obviously going to take place of any sugar in here.
Over ice with the coffee.
Shake it hard, and this is what comes out. There's no cream or milk or anything in there. That's just with the actual movement of the ice through the shaker. Okay?
Go on then, let's serve it and let's see what the girls think of this. I think it's super.
They know they're going to like it. They know they're going to.
Well, you can tell it's going to be beautiful. It's like a little baby Guinness.
Doesn't it? There you go, eh?
Doesn't it?
Okay, girls. Do we need some extra straws?
Yeah, some of the little ones. Have you tried it, Eddie?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you need to try.
Oh, I will, but I'm going to look for your.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go. Let's see what you've got there.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, can I try
Right.
it? Oh,
Now that you've
Hollie,
done
you
that,
will love it.
I'm going to have a go at this
I'll
as
move it
well.
nearer to you. It's beautiful.
Oh my God, that is great. It's really, really good.
It's really good, isn't it? It's like you want a double dip, don't you?
You do?
You do. You want a double dip.
Come on, let's see an expression on this one then, Katrina. If you like coffee, you're going to love this. It's absolutely great. Oh,
Yeah, just that. Yeah.
oh. And
Filling it.
finally,
Come on, Miller.
Oh, I like that one.
I like that one. I've got to say,
It's better than that you drunk, isn't
I
it?
have to say, Shell's ingredient proved to be a little bit better than yours. But there you go. Can I bother you? Right. Here we go. We're just going to come and say a quick goodbye to Paul. So, Paul.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I actually had some messages through, if you can see me there. I had some messages through, obviously, from people that wanted me to do some things for them back home. So let me just have a little look and see what sort of things they've got. And maybe for some of you back home, I can work on something like that. So a lot of people have got a lot of different gins and things. So what we can maybe do is one of the gins. So somebody just showed me a few different gins here. Let me look at what we've got here. A rhubarb gin, we've got an orange gin. Okay, so let's make something simple as well. This is another simple cocktail. All of these things, I'm trying to make things that, that are simple for you. Ingredients that you know. There's no point going through crazy, like smoking and microscopic thing techniques. So what we'll do is we'll try and make something that you can all make back home. So we've got Tanqueray Seville, which is an orange infused gin. I'm going to get that and I'm going to make a Collins, a version of a Collins from that. So let me get the ingredients first.
If you've never been down here, it is absolutely astounding. I'll show you once more. If it's a bit windy, you can always come and sit in the inside. And of a night time when the trees are all lit up, it's just superb. It's absolutely stunning. It's a wonderful place to sit. The music that Paul selects for the bar is a very ambient music. It's just so laid back. When you sit on one of the settees outside, you just feel like you don't want to move. It's great, and if you're using this before you go off for a meal, make sure you leave enough time to get to your meal, because I guarantee once you've been here, you're not going to want to leave. So Paul's just collecting all of his ingredients for a Collins. As you can see, he's just coming through here now.
Okay, let's see what we can do with it. Something, again, very, very simple. Again, guys, this is something you can definitely make at home.
See, I like the Tanqueray orange, so I'm going to watch it.
We'll use one of these at the moment and we'll create something very, very simple. Okay. That didn't change the flavour in any way.
It was better than your straw.
So what I'm going to do as well, we'll do this blind because it's easier. I'm going to show you that it's not guesswork what we do. We'll count it and then we'll make sure that what we're trying to do is we're pouring exact measures every time. I hope this is right because it's on camera. Oh my dear. Oh, we weren't far off, were we? So we're doing that blind. Normally we go for 6 centilitres of the spirit. So 6 centilitres of Tanqueray Seville. So it's called Seville because they use oranges from Seville, and they've also got Rangpur, the Tanqueray Rangpur, which is very, very good as well. And that uses Rangpur limes, which is very, very zesty. So the lime zest and tonic is a very refreshing one. This also is very, very refreshing with a little orange level to it. We're using again the lemon juice. So we use 2 centilitres of lemon juice, which is probably about half a lemon squeezed into that. And then we have a sugar syrup, which is a liquid sugar, okay? So it's just basically, you can make that yourself by getting a bag of sugar, topping it up with water, and then putting it in a pan and boiling it until it's completely clear, and then you make sugar syrup. You can keep that in the fridge for a good couple of weeks, okay? So we use 1 centilitre of that. That's all you really need for that. And then what we do is, we add the ice. Add the tin. And again, as we did before with the other drink, It's always nice to keep the ice in here and use fresh ice, because this one is going to be colder and it will keep it as ice. And for those of you who say, oh, I don't like ice in my drink, generally it's because it's dilution. This will actually dilute it less. So this will come up about 2/3 of the way up the glass, and the rest of it we will add with soda. So what you're creating there is typically a classic lemonade, but with a fabulous Tanqueray Seville. I'll put a nice wafer thin slice here. See if we can decorate this in a pretty way. Okay, nice simple little decoration as well. And this is for Kay Gibson. She kind of helped me to suggest all of these ways of doing these things. So that's Kay Gibson back home. She might not have a chance to be watching this live, but she may be watching it later on. So thanks, Kay. There's your Tanqueray Seville Collins. Now all I've got to do is get people to try it. So I'm going to bring this round as well, and for you to tell me.
Well, do you know something? I'm trying everything under the sun, I am. And to be honest, I haven't tried anything that I don't like today, except Linda Miller's 5-year out of date medicine.
In Linda's defence, she did say I'm going to bring something random down, and it was pretty random. So yeah,
that's nice, that is.
So it's a refreshing, orangey sort of thing. It's not for everybody because it's very dry, but it's refreshing as well. So yeah. And how's this one, by the way? Yeah, probably the best. Yeah, a good refreshing wheat cocktail. Really good straw on there, the empty one. Oh, thanks for saying that. You want to try this one? You'd like that. I think you both might like this, so have a little dip in there.
And then we'll take it up to the girls on the top if we could.
Yeah, of course we can.
Really refreshing, isn't it?
It's quite dry. Yeah, it's dry. It's not for everybody. We can put a little bit more sugar in it. You can work it around to yourself.
It's nice for me.
Tell us who showed the girls.
Tanqueray Seville Orange Collins. It's a cocktail we just made at the bar fresh.
Just.
One of them straws.
I've drank half the whiskey one.
You've drank half the whiskey one?
I've drank half the whiskey one.
I think you guys are either going to need a taxi or an ambulance.
Ambulance. Refreshing lemonade style. Well, you may know him as John.
Thanks, no.
Okay. Everything all right for you girls so far?
Tell you, son, it's wonderful. And I'm going out later with our friends.
Are you really?
I've got to be out half 6.
Hollie?
I've got to be sober.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, me too, because But I will be, that whiskey what I will be there celebrating.
It's got Tanqueray Seville juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice.
Right.
So it's going to be like a traditional lemonade with a little orange edge to it at the end.
I don't like whiskey.
This is different, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the whiskey one you did. And I don't like whiskey, but I've drank all that.
So there you go.
You don't drink anything.
Everyone's tasting everything.
And I'm going out tonight.
There's no steps out of here. It's all flat level, but it's going to look like there's loads of steps when
Hang on, I've got to put that down, don't it down your door.
Yeah, that's great. She says, shall I try it? No, I'll take the whole thing.
That's lovely. No, I didn't want to go like that.
Right. So it's really good. It's been great. It's been an absolute marvellous afternoon. And like we were just saying, Paul, this is the first time you've tried something like this.
Yeah, it won't be the last time. We'll just get a little bit organised and see if we get the recipes, a few of the recipes together a little bit earlier in the day, and we'll get everything organised. Obviously, This is not the bar we normally work from. This is a bar that I use for functions and events and things. So normally we turn up with everything organised from this. But we've been working between the two today. If I can cut a hole in there, we can get in a bit quicker. But yeah, no, it's been great. And obviously for people getting involved to want to do, you know, to want to try new things, and obviously everyone at home trying to try new stuff as well. Eddie's ducking down so he can see it.
We did this the other night.
Yeah, we did.
So there you go, guys. Paul's going to be here for another 45 minutes. If you've got stuff in your cupboard and you think, what can I do with it? Bring it down. Come down to TJ's. I think you can see the class of the place. It's brilliant in Los Gigantes for us to have a bar that's dedicated to cocktails. I have to say though, if your wife fancies a cocktail and you don't, you can still get a beer.
We do everything as well, but we just do cocktails also. Yeah.
Specialise in cocktails. So there you go, guys. We've been live on I Love Los Gigantes with Paul here at TJ's. If you've got any comments that you'd like to make, leave them in the box below. Paul's going to watch this back later.
This will be great to watch back later. So yeah, so we can when we do it next time, you know, I'm sure we'll do it again next time sometime, and then we can see exactly how it works out, see what sort of format works best for us, and hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you, guys.
Cheers. People, we're off now on I Love Los Gigantes. Give us a big wave. Wave, everyone. Thanks, guys. So there you go, guys. TJ's Los Gigantes. If you want to find them on Facebook, you can go to TJ's in Los Gigantes, Teresa Jardin, or you can just go to Paul Cummins on Facebook and he'll tell you everything. We'll see you next time on the Old Grow Rules. Thanks for your time. Bye.